This is a response to Damsel in Distress Part 2. I'm only actually going to pick out one game in particular because I don't believe she played it very much, and I don't actually think Anita Sarkeesian played this game at all, to be 100% honest. But however, we are going to dive deep into this and figure out what it is exactly. The game actually is Pandora's Tower. You brought up that game four times. I have written down 4 times you brought up that game in negative context in which it was given. Elaine. First off, you had the claiming that Elena as a main character was disempowered, which I am sorry to say, Anita Sarkeesian, but this is false. Elena, I'm sorry, at no point in the game is actually disempowered. If anything, Elena is actually considerably stronger than Aaron, which is the main driving point for his quest. He is placed in a situation, actually, where you are given in a dialogue box with Mavda, and he says his drive for doing this is fear that she would kill him, and also through love, because he wants to have a future with her. Those are 2 points that don't actually add up to her being negative. He is fearful of her, and he loves her deeply. None of this is, to my own knowledge, something negative in the game that's presented. Secondly, you give a major spoiler of one of the endings, which I'm sure people here are thankful for that. Sarcasm. But anyway, you said the ending of Pandora's Tower, you are forced to, quote, kill Elena, who has progressed her transformation at this time. Yes, you are given the choice to do it. However, this is actually a point in the game where it branches off into 2 separate endings. One of them in which you do kill Elena before her transformation, right? And in not doing it, actually, she kills you. Which kind of bursts your argument with a double-edged sword for her empowerment, because she is also powered enough to kill you as well. And as far as I'm concerned, that kind of throws your one argument out the window. Nextly, with Pandora's Tower, I'm not sure if you actually played this game or not, but you said that showed Elena again in one of your examples as a sexualized character. I've played through the game. I can put up a Let's Play video, actually. And there is actually no point in the game where she is sexualized. There's no point where she is defined by her sexuality, but rather she's defined by her gender, and she's defined by her emotional state in the game, which is going through this transformation, or this possession of another woman that is there. And a lot of the evidence that you have is just to point out how horrible and terrible the game industry is, which I'm not going to lie, it is. But using the game at hand, which is Pandora's Tower, isn't really helping out your argument anything, because the main female protagonist in this game is not exploited for her weaknesses. She's not at any point sexualized or disempowered in comparison to the male character in this game. Probably wise to add with the endings of Pandora's Tower, of course, which you never actually showed any of them in your video at hand, sorry. One of them in which Elena has the option to save Aaron twice, depending on your player's own motives. One of them, Elena is possessed by the woman, and the woman's ancestor is Aaron's ancestor. This woman actually wants to try to kill Aaron. However, depending on what it is, Elena saves Aaron from this. And the other one is Elena does not save Aaron from this, and he dies. This is also based around your whole affinity thing and how it goes on from there. You never did add this into your ending of your video, which you were using so negatively on the game industry and specification to this game, but you actually hadn't put into your own evidence of this positive female trope that was being displayed in Pandora's Tower. And this is rather sad to say, because there are going to be people now who are not going to play through Pandora's Tower, not going to experience this romantic storyline because of these negative things, because of your snippet points of this game, and not looking at it from a whole, not looking at it from a massive narrative standpoint of what this game truly offers as an experience. Because it does ask a lot of questions about humanity. It does ask a lot of questions to guys, to male gamers, as well as female gamers. It does equally play a part in Elena's personality and the player's determination. It does play a lot within the artistic love standpoints. And yes, it does use the Damsel in Distress trope. And yes, you did plainly put that out in your video. But a lot of these negative tropes that you were criticizing this game and many of the other games on this list that you were using, some of them are actually false, Anita. And I really would appreciate if you would play through these games and actually do your homework on them. Because this is one game that should not be getting this much slack for what you're claiming it, because it doesn't actually show these negative tropes. Anyway, this is my response video. Thank you for your time.